Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and welcome to my channel, Cheers Memories Crochet. Today I'm going to show you a great tip. How many times have you made a large blanket and you've already got 90 stitches, and when you get to the end you realize you're a few short? I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay, so I'm at the end and I just realized I'm short a few. What I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow the chains from the previous double crochets to continue out. Okay, so I'm going to make a double crochet at the end here. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to come over here to this last double crochet and I'm going to borrow its chain. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to yarn over and go through a loop like I'm making a double crochet. Now before I finish that double crochet, I'm going to borrow this loop to make me a chain. Okay, and as I'm borrowing that loop, it gives me a loop back on the hook. So now I'm going to finish my double crochet just like that, and there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. So each time you're going to borrow the chain from the previous double crochet, and now from now on, the first time you only go through that one loop. Now we're going to have to go through both loops, this front loop and then you have a back loop, and it's a little bit harder to find. Okay, so I'm going to yarn over and go through that first one here. As you can see, I had it slanted. It is the bottom loop there. Okay, so I went through the first one and I'm going to go back here and find that second one. There we go. So I'm going to go through both of them. So now I've got 3 loops on my hook. So before I finish my double crochet, I'm going to borrow this one and make a chain out of it. Now I'm going to finish my double. And this is what it looks like. I'll do a few more. You're going to yarn over and you're going to go through that chain now. Remember to go through both loops of it. And that second one is a little bit harder to get. It's smaller for some reason. Okay, so now I'm going to yarn over and go through both those loops. So now I've got 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to borrow that first one and make a chain. And then I'm going to pull up that other loop. Now I've got 3 loops on my hook again, so now I'm going to finish my double. Just like that. I'm going to make a couple more so that you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to catch both of those loops. I yarn over, go through both of those. Now I've got 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to borrow that first one, make a chain out of it. Now I'm going to finish my double. Okay, I'll do one more. There's the chain. Find that back one. Going to go through both of those. Now I'm going to borrow that first one. Now I've got 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to go ahead and finish my double. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that awesome? And if you can't get this one, if you find it too difficult, I'll show you a different way. Okay, there's the end. Okay, so I'm going to use a different color of yarn. Obviously you would use the gray, but I'm going to show you, that way it will show up better and you can see what's going on. Okay. So I'm going to use purple. You're going to attach your yarn here. And we're going to go in that last chain. Okay, that right there is the loop. Right here's the chain. And it is most always really tight. You're going to have to loosen it up a little bit. Oh, I almost have it. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, so I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to go through there, or my hook. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go through there, pull that loop through there, just like a slip stitch. While the tail is getting in the way there, you're going to pull it through both those loops. And I made them both really tight, didn't I? But I got it through. Okay, so now what we're going to do, let me get these tails straightened out. Okay, is you're just going to go ahead and start making as many chains as you were short. Just like that. And when you get your amount you need, just chain one and tighten it. And cut off and pull it through there. So now you've got a new tail. So now you're going to go ahead and continue with your row. And you're going to start the first loop, the first chain of, well, of the purple, but it would be gray. And be careful not to go back into this knot here, which is really loose. It's because I was doing it slow and I can't crochet slow. Okay, so here's my first, this would be my next chain right there, even though it's really loose. I'm going to go ahead and go in there and just continue with double crochets. And I'll go ahead and go all the way down so you can see what it looks like. So this one is much easier, so whichever one you would prefer, they both come out the same. Oh, I really did my chains loose, didn't I? But you'll see what it's doing. Okay. So these in the purple, that's the chains that I added. And of course you won't get this gap right there. That's because I did it really loose. I don't know if I can tighten it up to show you what it would really look like or not. Let's see. Well, I did, didn't I? A little bit. Okay, and you'll have to weave in these ends too, but looks nice, doesn't it? And it saves you a lot of work pulling out the stitches again and redoing it. I don't know how many times I've had to do that. So this is the method I use now when I run short. And I want to thank you for joining me today. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. And until then, happy crocheting and God bless. Bye-bye.